Hello YouTube, LSP99 here, and today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to photograph lightning strikes. Now, under request from Movie Maker 4320, I have been requested to give you another photography tutorial. Haven't been given the opportunity to do lightning strikes for quite a while because despite Britain being rubbish for weather, there hasn't actually been any lightning as such, just a lot of rain. But anyway, today I'm going to try and start getting back into the usual routine of videos. I haven't been doing many for quite a while simply because I've had exams at school. But anyway, one thing I'm going to say before we get into the actual video is I want you to actually look at the patterns of where the lightning is coming from and how it behaves. Now, if it's mostly lightning that's not actually touching the ground and it's really barely coming out the clouds, then you're not going to need the same settings as what I'm going to show you today. You're going to need to alter them slightly so the photos you get are going to come out slightly brighter, because this type of lightning really is not as bright as the type which I'm going to be showing you today. Now I'm going to be doing this in daylight just to show you how to set it up, but all the photos I'm going to show you were from last night because there was quite a major storm over where I live. And a lot of the lightning came down and was touching the ground and was extremely bright. So this is a technique on how to do it. You're just going to want to spend a good 5-10 minutes just studying how the lightning around your area is behaving. But anyway, let's get into the video, and this is what you're going to need to do the project. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is a camera which allows us to change the shutter speed. For this I'm going to be using my Nikon D3200 DSLR camera, and with it I'm going to be using the standard 18 to 55mm lens for wide angle viewing. Also I'm going to need a tripod of some kind, but because I'm going to be doing my photos from the window, I'm going to use this suction cup tripod which allows me to stick my camera nicely to the window. It's got a vacuum seal on the suction cup, and it's also got a nice thread so I can attach it to the bottom of my camera. And finally, to reduce camera shake when pressing the button, I'm going to be using this Nikon timer remote. Okay, so I've got my camera ready to go, and all I have to do is turn it over. So here you can see the tripod thread, and that's where I'm just going to tie in the thread on the suction cup tripod. And that's just going to go quite deep into the camera, and that's going to give the camera a nice stable viewing when I come to attach it to the window. So I just turn it round all the way, and then you can just see here there's a little screw here, and that, if you just tighten it up there, it just gives you a little extra stability on the camera. Okay, so now I've got my camera and tripod ready. I just need to put the suction cup on the window like this, put the seal on, and then I've got 2 extra screws on the tripod which allow me to point my camera in the direction of the lightning. Because we're going to be shooting through the window, it's probably best if you aim your camera directly at the lightning, because then no light gets reflected off the camera lens back onto the window and then back into your photo, which can cause extra flashes. For shutter speed, we're going to need a nice long shutter speed between 20 seconds and bulb mode. This will allow us to get a nice deal of light and lightning, hopefully. We're going to need a nice depth of field, so aperture of f10 will be good. And because we're going to be shooting at night, we don't want much grain, so a low ISO of 100 or 200 will be good for this. Now with my remote, I'm going to be using this, so to set this up, I press this button here, and it brings me up on this menu, and I'm just going to select the remote. Now if you don't have a remote, then I do recommend you just use a 10-second timer or so, and this will reduce camera shake. Okay, so on screen now you can see some examples which were from last night's storm. These are just lightning strikes which actually hit the ground, so these are the brighter ones which I was talking about. And you can just get these this sort of result without actually using any computer enhancement. But as you can see, I have actually just cropped a few here, but that's the only thing that's different about these photos than from the SD card. And now on screen you can see some examples when I say the lightning didn't touch the ground. These are from the exact same camera and the exact same settings, which I showed you, and as you can see they are a lot darker. So if the type of lightning you're going to be aiming to do is this type of lightning, which are a lot darker, then I do recommend you have either a longer shutter speed, or you don't have your aperture quite so high, or you could raise your ISO a little bit, but that will add grain to your photos. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that next time a lightning storm comes your way, perhaps you might be encouraged just to give it a go, just to see what snaps you can get. So thanks for watching today, guys. Once the exams are over, hopefully I can get back into the regular routine. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.